Hello friends and followers. So I wanted to show how to wire up a basic hospital plug onto a linear amplifier. This is a 120 volt plug which I bought on Amazon, and I guess it's made for the hospital market or something. I'm not sure, but it's a Levitron. It's a good plug. You can see the manufacturer's icon right there. So let's take this back apart. I just want to show how the wires go as far as the colors onto the actual pins on the plug. So to take it apart, I'm going to take off this collar first, and this secures the rubber part or the outer shield of the wire to the plug. It's a strain relief, so when you pull on the wire, it's not going to pull the actual strands or the actual wires. It's going to just simply be holding the jacket of the wire against the plug. So let's take this off and then we'll explore the inside of the plug. So take that off, and then you'll see that's where it clamped the jacket of the wire, and it's a lot more flexible. Oh yeah, okay, a little part comes off the bottom too. Forgot about that. And now you see we're going to take apart these screws here. So on this plug, there's 3 screws, and I sent my brother a plug just like this for his linear amplifier power supply. So anyway, we're gonna take these screws out. Let's try to get it on cam here. And these are coarse thread, so they kind of rise pretty quick. And once these are out, you can pop the plug out. And I wanted to show how the clamps in this plug work. It's actually a really well done plug. These are about $5 on Amazon or so. All right, I don't think these screws are captive. Yeah, they are captive screws, so these won't pull out, which is pretty cool. So pull the screws up like that, and then pull the plug apart. As you can see, it just pops right apart. So now here's what I'm talking about the plug clamps. So the white wire here, which is the neutral wire, goes to the silver plug here. You can see how the plug looks to be a silver color, and you don't wrap the wire around these plugs. You simply will undo this, and it's a clamp. So how can I show you this? Well, if I undo the wire here, undo the clamp, you'll see that this will expand and the wire will loosen up. It's a clamp, basically. Okay, so we know it's a clamp. The white wire goes to the silver connector. The green wire here goes to the ground, the green connector. The black wire is your hot wire, or the one that could shock you, and it goes to the gold connector. You can see the screw here is a gold color. And you can see the white wire, or neutral, the screw is a silver color. For the ground wire is a green color. So that's how you figure that out. Now, the actual clamp part of it. So if you unscrew this, which you will do to put the wire in, that's kind of loose actually. So this will unscrew, and then the wire becomes loose. See how that wire is loose? You just want to tuck the wire in to that clamp and clamp it. Now notice how I have the wire soldered. See how the solder makes the wire strong so the clamp can grab it. So just put the wire in here and clamp it. Okay, now the wire is in. Now we're going to spin the clamp closed and clamp it. And that's all there is to it. If I can close this clamp, there it comes. There. Now, don't make it too tight to break it, but make it tight enough to hold the wire. And that's about right. Make sure they're all tight and put the plug back together. Seems like one of these was loose. I'm glad I took it apart. And let's take this one tight, the black one, which is the hot wire. There it is. Now, it's time to put the lid of the plug back on. And note how these are staggered. These two are close, that one's far away, so collect the lid for the plug and just make sure it lines up. So you'll see that the holes all line up. Two close ones and the far one on top. And you'll see it lines up like that. Just put it down into here and rotate it until it tucks in. And can I tuck it in here? See that? How it tucks in, look. See, it clicks in there, look. Like that. So once it's clicked in, you can't turn it. It's time to tighten the screws down. So you tighten them down, but you don't tighten this one, you tighten that one, and you tighten this one. So you kind of do it in a sequence to keep the pressure even around the plug. And you don't need to make these real tight, just snug them up. And you're good to go. There, now that's done. The last thing you do is you put this string relief back on the plug. And I think these aren't quite the same. So you take this guy here, this part with the extended lineup tabs, and you put it through here. So that's how that's going to work. This one has nubs that are already extended, so you don't use that. This one has no nubs or no risen surfaces, so you put this into here. I don't see that this goes one way or the other. Okay, it does have a directional thing, so I'm going to put the flat end. Oh, it is directional, so I'm going to put the flat end against the flat here, like that. And that looks fine, like that. And then we're going to put this retaining part into here, and again we're going to mind the flat end like that. So flat against flat, and then we'll start tightening this thing up and assure that the sheath is correctly tensioned and strain relief is in force. So this is how to put a plug on. Pretty darn good plug, I would say, from Amazon by Levitron. It's a 15 amp plug on an amplifier, but this could be any high current device at home or in the office or in the hospital that you're working on. All right, so tightening this up, going back and forth. You can tell when it's done when this gap is closed. That means it's all the way down. And you have the maximum gripping on it, and you're good to go. So I think we're done. Give it a little check, make sure it's tight. Yep, it's good and tight. That's it. It's on a wire plug. All right. And what's it say on this plug? It's a what? 125 volt, 15 amps, Levitron. So darn good plug. I got it from Amazon. There's the code for it. And there's another little symbol, made in Mexico. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.